Alright, chat, real quick. I wasn't gonna stream today, but, you know, I've been streaming every single day for the last, like, what, 95 days straight? So, I'm going for 365 until my birthday on June 19th. That's when I'll end streaming every day. So, after that, I'll only stream when I actually want to stream. But, yeah. Today we're going to be watching a Pyro Live video. Let's just get into it.
So the last video I uploaded on this channel was a pretty wholesome story. It was a nice story about a YouTuber that actually came back from the abyss. So to counterbalance that, I'm going to talk about one of the most darkest stories I have ever seen. So I'm pretty
Here we go, bruh. It's the David story, bro. Not the David Dobrik story. That one's a whole different dark story. But this one's even worse.
sure you know the music artist David. If you haven't actually heard of the name, you've definitely heard of his music. So for context here, on the 3rd of September, there was a Tesla that was towed from the Hollywood Hills. And then 5 days later, on the 8th of September, the police reported a foul-smelling odor coming from the car. Now, you'd hope inside of that car there was just some gone-off Uber Eats or something. But when they investigated,
the best case scenario, bruh.
actually found a human body inside the trunk. But it wasn't even a whole body. It was basically remains. All they found was the remnants of a head and a torso.
And found decomposed remains wrapped in a garbage bag inside the car.
Now, at the time,
That's
there was so
horrifying that they only found part of the person in there. What the fuck?
little to work with. Medical examiners really couldn't ID the body, but they did eventually put together some information. Whoever this person was, they're around 5'2", 70 pounds. They had wavy black hair and a tattoo on their right index finger. Now, keep that last bit of information in mind because that is very important going ahead. Now, this Tesla was found in a tow yard, so it wasn't really...
No, I already know all this information. I'm just watching the video to see how he portrays it.
Sure who actually owned it in the first place, but when police checked the ID of the car, they found out it was owned by the music artist David. Now again, if you haven't heard that name, you've definitely heard some of his songs, mostly because, like a lot of music, it went incredibly viral on short form content for a time, like IG Reels, TikTok. There was two big songs. One of them was called Here With Me. The other one was called Romantic Homicide, which the second song is definitely a very rough title considering what we're going to be talking about. And his music went viral in different communities. Like, for example, his song Feel It was actually featured in the second season of Invincible. Now, at the time, David was actually on tour, so he could...
Insane, bro. My God. So his music is in one of the most popular TV shows currently. That's not good.
Actually entirely be involved in the investigation, but a spokesperson told NBC News that apparently he had been informed on what happened, and although he was still doing his tour, he was fully cooperating with authorities. Now, David had a very loyal fan base, so obviously when they heard that he was cooperating with authorities, they immediately believed he was innocent, or even worse, someone could have actually framed him. There was actually a Reddit thread that was posted like a week ago now, and you've got people in the comments that are like, you know, just LARPing as Ralph Cifaretto and Tony Soprano.
I think Ralph's a little weird about women. I mean, he picked one of that.
You also, which no matter the severity of any situation, people making constant memes about it. And you even had big name streamers weighing in saying that this guy's innocent. Like, for example, FaZe Jason, who told Ludwig when he was live that not only does he think David is not guilty,
bro, FaZe Jason. It's so weird being, like, hearing him be referred to as FaZe, like, part of his name. No one ever says FaZe Jason the Ween, because it doesn't work.
but he's also going to be performing with him.
He didn't do it.
He's not a murderer?
No.
Thank God, bro, because I was still going to listen to his music. I was just worried that I'd be if I did.
He literally performed the next day. If he was a suspect, the police would have been after him. He's not a suspect.
He's not just escaping the police clutches?
No. And I'm going to perform. We're going to perform on the 20th, me and David.
So let me get this straight. You support homophobic people and murderers. Got it.
Now, a quick update on FaZe Jason.
What the fuck?
Recently, he actually retracted his statement saying that David is not fully innocent.
First off, I want to retract my statement. Obviously, the other day, I was defending David before all the new evidence came out. I do not condone anything that David has done or is doing.
Now, at this point, David, no stress. He really doesn't seem to care. Continuing his tour. There was even clips of him handing out labubus. Now, there has been a huge update on this case, and it's...
Bro murdered somebody and then goes and does his fucking concert and hands out labubus, bruh. What the fuck is the world we live in?
Really flipped everyone's perspective of David. Now, the body in David's car was identified as Celeste Rivas, a 15-year-old girl. She was reported missing back in April 2024. That was 17 months ago, by the way. And police basically had no idea of her whereabouts. That was until they found her body decomposing in the back of David's car. Now, at the minute, the cause of death hasn't been released, but they are actually considering her death as homicide.
I still don't understand. Like, if you're a criminal and a murderer and a pedophile and you're trying to get away with this shit, you went about it the worst possible, like the way that you could go about it, that's guaranteeing that you get caught for it. Like, what the fuck?
No clear leads on any kind of suspect or motive. And the sad thing is, the only way they were actually able to identify the body is because the mother of Celeste was actually able to identify her daughter because of that tattoo I mentioned earlier on her index finger. Now, obviously, this is like a horrific situation, you know, finding out that your daughter died through police.
Absolutely,
and on top of that as well, like I said earlier, she was missing for 17 months. But one thing people really quickly pointed out is the connection between David and Celeste, because they actually had a matching tattoo. You can see here, it just reads like shush. I mean, this could be a matching tattoo, or maybe Celeste was a fan and possibly copied the tattoo. I do also want to say, by the way, this like shh tattoo, it is actually pretty common. You've got people like Rihanna, Lindsay Lohan, Lily Allen, Neymar, just to name a few celebrities. They also all have this same tattoo. It is actually quite common. Now, the biggest connection is the mother.
What if there's a deeper conspiracy here? What if they're all pedophiles and murdered? I can't even say that with a straight face, bro.
Of Celeste, whose remains were found in the trunk, said that her boyfriend at the time was also called David, which is why she looked further into the discovery of the body and unfortunately did identify it as her daughter. And when she disappeared as well, she was 13 years old. Now, at the minute, at the time of recording, David is a suspect, and obviously with this connection, the internet absolutely exploded. Now, internet sleuths have been investigating, and they believe that David 100% did this, and he's been leaving clues throughout the years. I myself am not saying that. The guy has not been convicted yet. Now, one of the biggest theories is the song he made called Romantic Homicide. Now, if you...
Yeah. These lyrics aged like... What age is worse than milk? These lyrics aged like a fucking avocado,
If you
bruh.
look at these lyrics on screen, because funnily enough, if I played the lyrics out loud, David's licensing company would claim the video. But if you look at these lyrics, in hindsight, at the best, horrendous coincidence. And also, this YouTube video of the song was released on the 7th of September, 2022. And currently, there are missing persons posters floating around the internet, basically saying that Celeste's birthday was also September the 7th.
Insane.
Now, I tried to look into this a bit deeper, and I can't actually find...
I already knew that, but what? Like, what do you mean?
A, you know, concrete, reliable source that was her birthday. And I just want to say, no, XQC linking the dates up on stream, I wouldn't say is a reliable source.
Case correct. It's actually the most... Guys, everything lines up. Guys, you're talking about, what would be the other this? Just for this very one coincidence, it'd be 365 times 365. We're talking about 1 out of 133,000.
Well, I've also seen fact checkers online saying that this is completely
Is that how odds work?
false and her birthday wasn't actually revealed to the public. And actually that song, Romantic Homicide, was released on another platform called DistroKid in July 2022. Now that wasn't the only theory people had. Believe me, that there are so many more. Like one music video he released called One More Dance. There's actually a scene where David's body is lifted and put into the trunk of a car.
Oh, what the fuck, bro? No, this can't be real.
Which, again, people pointed out online is an eerie connection between how Celeste's remains were found. And for the music videos of Here With Me and Sleep Well, people have tried to make a connection that the girls in the video are actually similar to photos of Celeste. There's also been lyrics.
Yeah,
to an
no, that
unreleased
part's insane. That part, oh my god. That's disgusting.
Song attributed to David, where he actually sings about a girl called Celeste. People have also been trying to dig through his TikTok to find more evidence there as well. There was this one TikTok with the caption, "When your card declines at therapy," and they bring out the Hello Kitty girl you met in 2021. And then information came out that Celeste apparently liked Hello Kitty quite a lot. But also Hello Kitty girl online kind of has this theme now that it's basically a girl that treated you badly. A lot of his reposts as well, people have said,
No. Like, every girl on the internet is a Hello Kitty girl. Or whatever the fuck the other character is that I've been seeing everywhere. That looks like Hello Kitty, but is apparently not Hello Kitty.
Has been like quite disturbing. There was a lot of posts about obsession in love, being unstable about the person he loves, being possessive.
It's either me or nobody else in this world. I love you to death!
You know, the kind of things you would definitely see on someone's private Twitter account. But more worryingly, there were posts about harming the women he's with because of her actions with other men. Like in this video, for example, me after hearing about her past with other boys, I'm jealous and utterly disgusted by her actions. And then the footage accompanying this is the scene from American Psycho where Patrick Bateman tries to kill a woman with a nail gun. There were also Discord messages that were posted. Again, like the source for these, my ass. I've tried to find a way to verify these. There is no way to. But apparently, these were servers that David was in. I mean, you've got one screenshot here that has a picture of David with another girl who people are assuming is Celeste. And then the person messaging David asked who the girl was, to which David called him a Fed. Screenshots of David saying he loves gore. Old screenshots of David and Celeste apparently talking in a Discord server. Like, these are probably the most flimsy forms of evidence because, again, it's like you show a screenshot, you definitely need a way to actually verify it's true. Now, apparently some people actually took screen recordings of these, posted them online, and apparently invites to this server have now been closed. On top of this as well, there's been like a huge number of photos and videos that have been posted of David with a girl. Obviously, a lot of people believe this to be Celeste, and also there...
It's either because things happened on there and they don't want people to see it, or things happened on there and they're trying to preserve the evidence by not letting a bunch of people fucking join it. Because, you know, it'd be way more difficult to find shit if a bunch of people go onto the server and start spamming messages and shit.
There was this other claim as well that, like, after a stream, he was telling mods to delete all the VODs and the clips from that stream.
We need to delete this.
Mods, can we delete all VODs? And then as soon as the stream ends, delete the stream too?
I mean, there's even a video going around of like a teacher claiming with like photographic proof that he used to teach Celeste.
That's her in my classroom in front of this poster right here. Okay, hold up. I got another one because I got a picture on TMZ of this other kid exchanging stuff with the rapper who we alleged did this stuff. He's also in my classroom.
Wait, how long ago was
this? We all just found out yesterday who it was, but she's been missing since I taught her. So
now a quick update on David. From what I believe, he is still a suspect, but he's actually gone ahead and cancelled the rest of his US tour. This is definitely like a heavy topic. It's not like a funny haha topic. That's kind of why I was ducking covering it. You know, because there's no good way to talk about this. Someone has lost their life, and obviously, you know, thoughts go out to Celeste's family as well. More importantly.
To this day, still one of the craziest stories of all time. And the fact that it's like a thing that actually happened in real life and it's not a movie, that's the most insane part. Also, I just saw recently Tom Holland got injured during the filming of the new Spider-Man movie. Anyways, that's gonna be the end of the video. I'm going the fuck to sleep. I'm ending stream right now. I will see y'all later.